All right, so I'm going to do a quick check to see again how to mark structure. Like I said, marking structure is the most important thing, right? So I'm going to do a quick example just to show. This is just going to be an example of how to mark structure. So I'm going to put my line here. This is the weekly chart. Remember we said the weekly is external to the daily. So if I want to start marking my structure from here as an example, from this eye, my first question is, what is the lowest low that was created before this eye? This low, right? This low. So I'm going to start marking my structure from that low. So I'm going to say from here to here. This is the lowest low. Then remember that every structural leg must break a previous high or a previous low. So this is my high, this is my low. If I'm going to draw a structural leg, it must break. So it has to be this. Sorry guys, it has to be this guy and then this guy. Okay. The moment I start doing something like this, I'm already drawing a structure that does not belong to the weekly time frame, right? I'm drawing a structure that belongs to another time frame entirely. So now let's go to the daily. So the daily, mastering how to mark structure is very important. So on the daily, we are drawing structure, remember, from this eye, right? From this eye, okay, from this one. So the question is, what is the low that created this eye? This one. You see, it's different from what we have on the weekly. So it means I'm going to start marking my structure from here. So here to here, then where next? This guy got broken. Yeah. So I'm going to pause. Why am I pausing? I need to mark. This is my low. This is my high. So from here, I retraced back here. I came down here. I went up here. Did this guy break? No, this guy broke instead. Yeah. Pause. Why did I say pause? Because I know a lot of people will want to start marking this, say this. But if you do this, you're not marking the daily structure, my friend. You're marking something entirely different. Because if this is our daily low, so let me change this weekly color to be black a little bit. So we have something black, different from what we had before. And this to be black too. Okay, so this is only the daily structure is currently red. Okay, so this is our last eye, right? This guy over here is our last eye, right? This is our last low. So if I start doing something like this, I'll be mistaken. I'll be drawing structure that is completely different from where that belongs. So what I'm going to do is, this is my last eye, this is my last low. So for structure to continue, we have to break, and this broke actually, because if you look at the reading, the open eye and closed numbers up here, you see it broke. So from there we have this retracement next, right? So you pause, right? When you pause at that point, you're trying to see, oh, what's next. What is next has to either break this guy or break this guy. So I'm not sure if this broke, but I'm just going to mark it. So I'm going to say this guy, okay? Then we have this and this. So from there we have this guy. Remember candle colors, even if it is small, minute, pay attention to it. So this, see candle colors, yeah, we go here, 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 we go here. And then off we go. We go this, we go here. Then we had this retracement, then we had this little cheesy guy, and then we dropped. Okay, so that's the daily. So let's go to the H4. H4 is going to be the last one. I just want to be sure that I've done justice to showing you guys how to mark. Because the moment you figure out how to mark, you're already like 10 times better than everybody. Okay, so how to mark is very important. So let's see. You can see all these tiny little structures we omitted. They don't belong to the daily. You can see them more pronounced here. I don't want to start from, okay, let's see if we start from H4 here. So if we start from H4 here, it's going to be a little bit chaotic. So let me look for somewhere else to start from. So let's start from this guy. over here. Okay, this guy over here. So if I'm going to start from this guy over here, I'm going to ask myself the lowest low, right? The low that created that guy. So what's the low that created that guy? This one. So I'm going to say from here to this, then to this. Notice how I avoided this because this is internal to my H4 structure. If it is internal to my H4 structure, it means it does not belong to the H4 time frame. It belongs to a time frame that is much more lower than the H4. So if you mark something like this, then you're already making a structural mistake that will cost you money, right? It will cost you money. So let me take away this daily guy for a minute so we can focus more on important things. So the daily, so the next question is, oh, this is my H4 high, this is my H4 low. My structural leg must break one of them. So it breaks the high rather, then we had this, then we had this, then we have this. Then this, you can see this cheeky little guy, very small but important, right? Then retraced, then we have this guy, then we have this guy, see this guy broke the high, then we have this guy, then we go up we go, right? Up we go, up we go, up we go, up to this point. Notice how I omitted this guy over here, this guy over here, and this guy over here. Why? They are internal to my structure. So knowing this is very, very important. Very important. So we have this to this, we have this to this, then to this actually, then we have to this guy down here, then we have to this guy down here, and on and on. So I classically have an indicator that marks this. This is the indicator here, marks all the structure for me. So usually marking the structure, initially when I started trading like this, I used to like crack my head, try to mark it and all of that, but like this indicator does it for free now actually. So you can use the indicator too, but it's always just good to be able to mark yourself if you don't have access to the indicator. So I'm going to stop here and then see you guys in the next video.